This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Ephrata native Kelly Wentworth has become something of a recurring star in the constellations of reality television.
25 longtime residents of the Wenatchee Valley stepped up to a podium as immigrants on Wednesday. They walked away as citizens of the United States.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office has announced dates for its 2019 boating education classes in Moses Lake.
Last year was a breakthrough year for the Big Bend Vikings baseball team, under the guidance of first-year head coach Jamison Lang.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Ephrata native Kelly Wentworth has become something of a recurring star in the constellations of reality television. The 31-year-old marketing manager, who now lives in Seattle, will make her third appearance on the long-running CBS program Survivor when its 38th season, entitled Edge of Extinction, debuts tonight.
The advantage of playing before is that you know the ins and outs of Survivor. There's not really a nervousness, like you know what to expect, you know that you have to adapt. There's all these things that the first time you play, you just, like you've never done it, you've never been out here, it's a new experience, you have all these nerves and you're excited, and that's, kind of tame for me. The disadvantage is that everyone knows you've played. Everyone knows that I found idols. Everyone knows how I did it. Everyone knows my game. And so I have to approach things differently with new people because they've seen me before. So it's not going to be so simple as like, I'm a brand new person. You know nothing about me. Like they probably know a lot about me.
Wentworth's first appearance on the show was back in 2014 when she played alongside her father Dale Wentworth for its 29th season called San Juan del Sur, Blood vs. Water, and made an early exit from the proceedings.
I think my game has always evolved, like in the social aspect. Like the first time it was with my dad and I was trying to manage him and I was really nervous and so I didn't make those great relationships. And then the second time, I had really limited close relationships. And so this time I think it's just important to have a relationship with everyone. So that's really what I'm gonna work on.
Her second attempt at winning the program's $1 million cash prize saw her get much further as a solo competitor in 2015 on Survivor Cambodia after being voted back to the airwaves by fans. Wentworth says if she took home the $1 million payout, that home is exactly what she'd spend the money on by purchasing a modest house in her current neighborhood of Lower Queen Anne in the Emerald City. Survivor Edge of Extinction debuts tonight at 8. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
This segment is brought to you by...
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination, from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
"25 longtime residents of the Wenatchee Valley stepped up to a podium as immigrants on Wednesday. They walked away as citizens of the United States. The naturalization ceremony, hosted by Hand in Hand Immigration Services, marked the final step in a long process for applicants. They signed their final paperwork with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services and in one voice swore an oath to their adopted country.
Congratulations, you are U.S. citizens.
The new citizens, among them married couples, hailed largely from Mexico, with one born in El Salvador.
I just want to say that on behalf of the city, we are very proud of you for what you're about to do, because it means that you can now, on top of being involved in your community, on top of, being able to exercise certain rights that only a citizen can exercise, the biggest one of those rights and the most important is your right to vote.
After receiving their certificates of naturalization, new citizens could become registered voters at the event.
It's an honor and a privilege for me to call each of you fellow citizens of the United States.
Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office has announced dates for its 2019 boating education classes in Moses Lake. The Sheriff's Office Marine Unit is offering 3 free boater education courses on March 2nd and May 18th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and July 10th and 11th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. All classes are held at the Sheriff's Office substation located at 1274 Lowry Street, and materials and testing supplies are provided. The course allows participants to receive their boater education card, which is required in the state to operate motor vessels with at least 15 horsepower. The minimum age to obtain the boater education card is 12 years old, and the card is required for anyone born after January 1st, 1955. For more information, contact Deputy Wade Hilliard at 509-754-2011. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
Last year was a breakthrough year for the Big Bend Vikings baseball team. Under the guidance of first-year head coach Jamison Lang, the Vikings made it to the postseason for the first time in 15 years. Not only did Big Bend make the postseason, they survived the qualifying round to make it to the championships. The Vikings were the only number 3 seed to make it to the championships last season, and this year they look to build on that success. Sophomore Tanner Tepke is certain the team will be back in the postseason.
Since we made it there, that was the expectation, and we expect to go farther than we did last year, and that's just been the whole mentality from the entire team, is that we expect to get there. There's no doubt that in our minds that we are going to be there.
Fellow sophomore Sam Fagerness also believes the team is in store for great things.
At this point, I feel like we're farther along than we were last year. We still got a lot of work to do, but just getting that sense of, beating those top teams last year, getting those upsets is going to help us out a lot this year.
The Viking season was originally supposed to begin this weekend with Spokane, but those games have been canceled because of remaining snow. The season will finally get underway next weekend when the Vikings hit the road for a series of away games. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.